How to find a contractor for renovating or flipping a home. Hi, my name is Damon Oubre. Welcome to the Red Loves Real Estate YouTube channel, the home of Real Estate Damon, and the home base for real estate solutions and education. So this may be the most untalked about, if that's a word, topic that is extremely important for having a successful flip. I'm gonna dive into this and let you know what I think are the best ways to decide in choosing a contractor for your project. But before I begin, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to show your support. YouTube uses an algorithm to show people this channel, and if you do so, you're helping me out, and I appreciate it. So, you've bought the home that you're going to flip, and now you're looking to go ahead and hire a contractor. Wrong. You should almost always select a contractor before you buy a home, unless you inherited the property or it's a rental that you've been using that now you're deciding to get rid of. I'm going to walk you through it a little bit. Picking a contractor is kind of like picking someone to be in a relationship with. It's really that serious. Either choose right or be stressed. You have to be very, very selective with who you choose to help create your vision. And it has less to do with how good they are, skill-wise, but more so how good are their business skills. What I mean by that is, I know some pretty talented contractors who are out there who can turn the ugliest home into an HGTV masterpiece. I know some of you know some as well, maybe. But, and this is a big but, guys, a bubble, all right? Do not, and I repeat, do not choose a contractor based on skill and price alone. This is because if the you know what hits the fan, you need to be able to hold your contractor accountable. I'm gonna say this again. You need to be able to hold your contractor accountable. This is really important, guys. Going back to relationships and that whole analogy, would you get into a legit relationship with someone who's never given you their last name? Or they say they live alone and you've never been to their house? Those types of relationships hardly ever work out or last very long because they're never serious to begin with. You are, in that situation, as us 80s babies would say, a booty call. You do not want your contractor to share the same characteristics as a booty call, okay? That's not what you want, guys. A booty call has no strings attached, so they can leave at any time. You do not want your contractor to have that freedom. It's just bad for your business. For instance, your contractor estimates your project will take about 2 months to complete. Fast forward, 3 months go by, and you're pulling out your hair because you've already paid them most of their money. So you've got skin in the game. So they have you kind of reeled in, so to speak. They have no license, so you can't report them to anyone. They have no business or assets. So suing them will cost more money than the actual lawsuit. They don't have a Yelp, so you can't ruin their hot streak by leaving a bad review. So there's just so many things, you know, and you guessed it, they don't even have a real business. So contracting is just a side gig for them, and you were kind of like someone that they were going for some side cash, literally. I have a rule: never hire someone to do anything if you don't have a tangible way to hold them accountable. What I mean by this is a contractor needs a license and or a credible business established. So if things go wrong, I don't have to come and find you. I don't have to track you down and send my attorney or police after you, you know, because I can Google you, or I can look up your in good standing LLC on the Secretary of State's website. I can look at your Google reviews, your Yelp reviews, and if you try to run, at least I can sue your insurance. A red flag also is someone who doesn't supply their own for-hire contracts. Be very afraid of doing business with people who don't protect themselves, because that's what a contractor is supposed to do. It's supposed to lay out the scope of work. It's supposed to keep a record of what the contractor has quoted you. It's supposed to list what they can and can't do and expected completion date, just things that help keep you accountable to where if you come back and say, hey, you're supposed to do this and that, no, the contract says I was supposed to do this and this. Also make sure that it has their business and insurance and license information attached into the contract, okay? Now, you can go and get Jim or Tyrone to do you a solid and save a ton of money on renovation. costs, okay? If that happens to work out for you, just like you planned, I strongly advise you to head to the nearest gas station and play the lotto. You know why? Because you're probably one of the 0.00001% of house flippers who have made that situation work. It's like driving a car with no insurance. You might get lucky, but in the end, you probably won't. If you don't get in an accident, you'll get stopped by the police and you'll have to pay some kind of penalty. You can consider the premium of paying for a legit and reputable contractor a form of insurance. Just write it off as an insurance expense. So in case things don't go as planned, which they almost never will when flipping a home, your contractor will run into unforeseen problems. But since he or she is legit and has a lot to lose for walking out on the project, they'll likely push through and deal with the issues as they come up. But nothing is stopping Jim or Tyrone from walking out on you in the hopes of finding the next easier job available to them. So in conclusion, you should hire a contractor based on accountability and credibility, not talent and price, okay? Very, very important. You're running a flipping business, not an art gallery. So you can save them architectural genius for when you're flipping $1 million plus homes. But I hope this advice helps someone. You want to share this information because there's someone out there right now who's getting Jim or Tyrone and they're about to lose a lot of money. Please subscribe to stay up to date with the best tips for investing in real estate. If you'd like a professional or personal plan to help take you to the next level as far as your business goals and your real estate goals, please check out the consulting links below. I'd be more than happy to help. And as always, if we have the will together, we can build together. I'll see you in the next video.